Hey, hey. Am I late? Oh, it's 4:02. I'm like, y'all already know I'm running around. Here, let me get.
Move this guy.
Ooh, praise Jesus. This fro is hot. I should have pulled his hair up. I forgot it's a lot. How are you guys doing? If you guys could just say hey and let me know that I'm in the right place. Last Sunday I was on my personal page.
You sound good, so I'm going to take these off.
Thank you. Hey, Livia Cakes. Hey, the vintage shopping. What? Blah, blah, blah. The usernames kill me. Hey, you guys. So, on a Facebook, I think everybody knows what's going on. Oh, am I on Facebook?
I don't know. Gotta look.
He's going to check and see. So, on Instagram, you guys, I got this mystery box that I'm going to open right now, and then I have to create something with it. It's wild. So, we do this mixed media mystery box challenge every month. Jane Belante of Jane Belante Art is the captain of this ship, and so she assigns us, hey, there you guys are. She assigns us each other, and we send each other these mystery boxes, and then we have to open them live with you guys and make something, which is fun and stressful at the same time. I just want to say that out loud. I am like seriously sweating. I don't know if I'm having a hot flash or if it's hot.
I will say
Thank
that YouTube.
you,
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
YouTube sounds good, looks good.
Okay.
Fingers
good.
crossed.
We've been having technical difficulties, and so I know that today is for the Mixed Media Mystery Box Challenge, but we're going to stream everywhere
All right.
so that we can do a test run for tomorrow.
And now let me check Instagram,
Okay.
because that's where we are today, right?
Yeah, Instagram. Did you check Facebook yet, baby?
No, I figured I'd check that last.
I would check Facebook first. I mean, now, baby.
Well, because I can only check the sound once. I mean, I only have one device that I can check sound on, so I have to go through all three platforms.
Yes, Jane. David is here. He's joining us tonight.
So, all right, let's see how.
So now your people get to see our Sunday Madness. Hey, you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
I'm not hearing any
This
sound
evening.
on Facebook, on Instagram.
On Instagram. Are you guys hearing me
Oh,
okay
there
on
you are.
Instagram? Oh, okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Oh, but
here
it's-
on Insta.
okay.
Says Deborah Young. Thank you, Deborah. Thank
There we
you.
go. Okay.
I know. I did. Girl, why I start at 8:30 doing my hair last night? Just torture myself.
Instagram is good. YouTube is good.
Okay.
There you go.
So we're good in all the places. Oh, it was really an excuse to give me an opportunity to cool down.
All right, now I
Because
get to take
honestly,
this
like
off.
between our house and my shed, where my studio, there's about what 12 feet, baby.
If that.
Maybe 10 feet. I don't know. It's just enough though to go from the cool of the house to the heat to the cool of in here, like 10 times setting up.
Well, you're running around. I'm not as warm as you are.
Yeah, because I'm running around a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna put you guys down so you guys can see the table, and you guys over here know the routine.
All right, what do we want to do? So we want to say hello on YouTube.
Yes, let's say hi to everybody.
On YouTube, we got Flea Brown, who says your hair looks fabulous,
Thank you, Flea.
and Sandy DeRuss. Let's see if I can see people on Instagram. I see that IMC Boop joined, but just says 12 others.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how to do Instagram, babe. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Yeah, so I think, Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara
Oh,
is
that's
on
Mara.
Instagram.
Hey, Mara.
So you can send a comment there. Theoretically, I could see it. And
I am like
on the Facebooks,
on the Facebooks.
we got Shane Sellers, who says your hair looks good.
Thank
Simply
you.
Flamazing Art says sound is good. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheryl Boyd
Like,
Van
thank you
Norman
very much.
loves your hair. Debbie Knutson. Jenny Marmion is in
Ooh.
Arizona. Where are you at, Jenny? I think she said she was going to Flagstaff, wasn't it?
Scottsdale.
Scottsdale. A daughter getting married?
Yes, I believe
There we
so.
go. Carol Cahoon, Facebook is fine. Weathered Wings Art says you are looking hot.
Ooh, thank you.
Lori
I
Stan-
am hot. Are you hot or hot?
Lori Stanley Henderson, Jenny Marmion, Scottsdale heat, but nothing like the Midwest heat. It's much
No,
more
it's
comfortable.
dry. I know. See, people laugh at me when I say that, but it's true. It's a dry heat.
Valerie Coots, Shelly Guerra from Northern California, Jolene Campbell from Indianapolis.
From
I love
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. That's a great town.
I meant to print out my list of everybody who's gone live already today so I could go over it. Dang it, I am fired.
On Instagram, we have Deborah's Young, Deborah S. Young, or Deborah's Young, Ellen J. Goods, the Nook LRC,
Hey, Lynn.
and Teaspoon Memories.
Memory. Sorry.
Claire Evans is watching from Wales. Sound and Vision is good on YouTube. Robin Anderson and Becky Het. Royce put something ice on pulse points that will
Oh, that
cool
would
you
cool
down.
me down. I'm sitting here sipping hot tea. That's probably not the best thing to do
No,
either.
you're supposed to. Isn't that supposed to like level
That's what
you?
my grandpa said. He would drink coffee all day, even in the summertime.
I saw there was a movie. So, for those of you joining for the first time now,
Yes.
now you see how bad it gets.
No, so really quickly before we move forward, because we may be in front of a new audience.
Instagram cannot see you, right?
No, they can see the table.
Okay.
I already have them pointed out.
All right.
Really quickly, you guys, in case we have new people that are watching, because we do have a new audience, my name is Royce Hunt Bell, owner of Roycycled Treasures, and the voice you hear behind the camera is my husband, David Bell, and together we make up Roycycled Treasures. I know some people are wondering why the heck we're live today.
It's unusual.
We are live because Jane of Jane Volante Art does a mixed media mystery box challenge every month. So you guys just saw me open my box. I have no idea what's in this. We're gonna open it together and then I have to make something. Sorry. I really am excited, but I'm stressed out too. And so this is what we're gonna do today. And so normally David isn't with me on Saturdays for the mixed media mystery box challenge, but he's gonna hang out with us today.
Yes, because well, sometimes I'm working.
Yes.
Many
you're covering
times.
something, or you just want a day off.
And usually it's my day off, so that's. Although I did work a little bit this morning. It wasn't big, but I did.
Yes.
So
Let's see what's in the box really quickly, baby, and then
Yeah,
you can
that's
tell
fine.
your story. So, Gio sent me this, and what does it say? Royce, what do you give the queen of paper? Everything but paper. Use whatever you want, Jill. Oh no, use whatever you. I'm not sure what that says. Oh, whatever you fancy. Thank you, Jill. Let's see. Everything but paper. Ooh, wired ribbon. Super pretty, right? Oh, I guess you guys want to see what's going on, huh? Pretty, beautiful ribbon. Ooh, I see bottles in here too, like something apothecary. Is there something in here? You guys, we seriously do not know what we're going to get. It is really a mystery. And we all do what we do. You guys know, you get comfortable doing what you do. And so when you get something like this from someone who does something, ooh, these are really cool, Jill. You guys see that? It's like a typewriter strike, right? And there's letters on there. And then I feel like I want to make a, I don't feel bad. I don't know. I want to take the lid off of this box and make like a como se dice, a shadow box. We'll see. Ooh, these are cool. I hope I have something over there that I can use in there. And Jill didn't send me no paper, but y'all know I'm gonna use some paper. And then these really cool bottles. And are these wood flowers? They're silk flowers. They're really pretty. They always send me pretty stuff because they know I do grungy. I see y'all. Y'all want me to make something pretty. And so these are the things. And the general rule is we have to use at least 3 things from our box. At least. I think I might use everything. This ribbon is really cool. I just made some door hangers at our local senior center. And I did not make bowls because I'm not good at bowls. Not yet. I haven't really tried though, so I can't say I'm not good. I just don't know how to make them yet. But I'm gonna set this ribbon aside because I do like it. It's kind of, it could be gothic, right?
Is
Okay, baby, tell your story why I think.
No. My story's
Well, I was
workload.
gonna think now.
Yeah. So you
I gotta
can.
think.
I'm curious, is there a way to share a video on my page on Instagram?
Oh, I don't know how that works.
I know I can send it via like a message. So I did on Instagram. Mainly, you're all right, here's my story. Mainly to my ex-wife, who loves
Becky?
who loves to send me videos for some reason. And I know what she's doing. She's just sending,
Sharing it,
yeah,
yeah.
doing a blanket. But it's like, okay, here's your one for my 20. You know. So, although Jester Girls just joined us on Instagram, which is wonderful. They're the ones that do the Pokemon terrariums.
Oh, yes.
Oh, they
I
are
love
so cool. You
those.
have to check them out. So everybody go to Instagram and check out Jester Girls, JesterGurls, all one word. It's a great gift for any little girls, any little boys who love Pokemon,
even
your
gonna
teens
use
who
this
love that
plastic.
stuff. These are so well made and so cool. Heck, I bought one for one of our 32-year-olds, and he loved it. Christopher, I bought one for
Oh,
Chris.
for Christopher.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I want to do like some specimen slides, right? I feel like obligated to make a specimen slide with this. And I have my Roycycled junk journal paper, and I have some little bitty, I have some bees here, there's some butterflies, I even have a dragonfly. So I think I'm gonna make some specimen slides with those. I just have to figure out how I'm going to mount them. And do I have my diamond?
Oh, hi, Jester Girls. Good to see you here. I toyed with the idea of sending the video to our Attorney General, who I
Sorry.
really, really like. She is really cool and really smart, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to burn that bridge.
You
If
might
she
be
doesn't
making
like
a
it.
bridge. You don't know.
I don't know. See, I don't know if she likes this sort of thing.
Okay, I'm gonna bring in some stuff to make this stuff, but I'm still gonna use everything that Jill sent me. So I wanna make some slides, and this is one of those mats. You guys know that at the Dollar Tree or the $1.25 tree, they come 2 in a pack. But if I take this and decoupage my my little bugs to it, then I can put it in here, and I think that that would be really cool. I'm hoping I find my diamond glaze to make my paper more transparent, and I did. Sorry. So I have my diamond glaze. I'm going to use that. You know what? We forgot to unhook that other computer.
So let's see what we have.
Ooh,
Jane
I'm
Belanti
still
Arts
hot.
says, fun box. Weathered Wings Arts loves the ribbon. Tammy Marie Martin, love the slide idea. Shane Sellers loves everything in that box and the box.
Right? I love this box. I love the fact that it looks like an old crate. I am really digging that. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do it because I want to make it a shadow box. So I'm like, do I leave the lid on? Do I take the lid off? What do you guys think? Because this is a really sturdy box. I hate to like mess it up by taking the lid off. But at the same time, I feel like if I'm going to make a shadow box, I want to see into it. So I'm going to take it off. I'm sorry, I don't wait for you guys to answer. And Jill, no worries, because I will use this for something else on another day.
Is Jill who sent that Jill7787? Because if that is, she is watching on
don't know.
Instagram.
Oh, I don't know what Jill's name is on Instagram.
I don't know.
Okay, so now I have a shadow box. I know, that was probably really stressful. So let me think for a second what I want to do first.
Teaspoon Memories on Instagram suggests leave the lid on.
It's too late, it's gone.
Weathered Wings Art, I just gasped.
Did
LOL.
you gasp? I'm sorry. I want a shadow box. I want to be able to see into my box. And so I took it off. I love the fact that it looks like an old crate and it's going to be a shadow box. I'm going to paint the back of my box and let that dry, and then we will work on the slides because I have an idea of something kind of apothecary that we can create. Thank you so much, Jill. Wow, I'm way too excited. I just have to figure out, I don't think I have my paper that I want to use. Of course not. Let me see if I have it over here. Because, I do have it. Sorry. I have this industrial masterboards paper that I think will be perfect for our apothecary theme. So I'm going to decoupage a piece of this to the back, and then we're going to make the slides to go in here. And I'm thinking this piece right here is going to be perfect. What do you guys think? I'm crazy? I mean, we all know I'm crazy. We all know that. But we're making on the fly here. I'm going to take this portion out. Or should I use, should I put the, now I'm stuck if I should put this guy in there on the back or if I should use the octopus. And I know these are not in my box. I'm going to get to the box, I promise. I have to set the stage. I'm going to cut both of them out and then we're going to see which one I use.
Oh, Kendall is watching.
Hey, Kendall. I know all the young people on Instagram, babe.
Well, that's who I targeted on the share. We love Kendall.
We do. It's so funny. She posted something about the little one breaking 2 TVs. And all I could hear in my head
Did
is my
Ivy
mom.
break 2 TVs?
She did.
Oh, she's
by
a
mistake.
doll.
And then all I could hear was my mom saying, "That's why we can't have anything nice."
Kim Camo on Instagram suggests Fern and Moth. Deborah S. Young says octopus. Mason, all right. Mason Alyssa says put the octopus.
I know. I'll let you guys vote on the octopus or the moth.
And Kendall says hi, Auntie Royce.
Hi, Miss Kendall.
Mason Alyssa says maybe the moth. Let's see. Over on the Facebooks.
You're killing me with that.
Verla Cookson McDonald says love the paper. Shane Sellers, which masterboard did you say that is?
Which one? This one is the industrial masterboard. This one, and you guys can tell I made that one for myself, right?
Kelly Madiri said Jill was very excited about you opening up her box tonight.
I am super excited. Thank you, Jill. And you guys know what? I think I want to stain this box to look like it's like a deeper stain. I wish I had a tiny stencil to put like some numbers and stuff on the outside too.
Moth is doing very well. Jill7787 on Instagram says Moth. Find your whimsy says Moth. On Facebook, Susan Boehner Whitmore Glazer, Moth, Pam Knight Moth, Shane Sellers and Alyssa Bricker Visithin say octopus. And on the YouTubes, Becky Het says octopus will match the black in the ribbon.
That's
Flea
true.
Brown, I started to say not the octopus. You always do unexpected things, so do the octopus and wow me.
I don't know. Don't put more pressure on me, Flea. I gotta wow you now too. And I'm always last too, you guys. So I try to honor the challenge by staying within my time frame. But you know, I don't have to because there's no one after me. Right, Jane? I don't think there's anyone behind me. Poor Jane. She has to try to wrestle us all together. And we're all creatives. So y'all know what that looks like for her on the behind the scenes. So Jane, thank you so much for putting up with me from month to month. I appreciate you. And every month I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do it next month. And then when everyone starts talking about it, I get excited and I want to do it. So here I am again, you guys. So I am just painting this white. I always paint white, not always. As a general rule, right, I paint white underneath my decoupage. For some of you who were with me last month, you saw me actually put color under the decoupage. and it showed through the paper. So I shouldn't say I always paint white because there are times when I don't. So um, I'm going to paint white today though. And you guys know what I'm going to do? Let's, let me dry this really quickly. And we're going to do, so we did a little bit of underpainting last month, right? With the colors. I don't know if you guys were here last month. So I'm going to do something a little bit here. I'm going to create a halo using a darker color underneath my paper. And it'll show through just a little bit to create a shadow around the edges. Because you guys know I love a good halo.
You saying that poor Kendall's dealing with ivy breaking things. And my first thought was, well, it's okay. She's just a baby.
I know.
But we're grandparents now.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So there's a whole discussion on TikTok right now. I'm laughing so hard. And the kids are talking about us grandparents. How we have McDonald's money all of a sudden.
Yeah.
How we have like special stuff set up for the kids and they don't even live with us.
Yeah.
They're calling us out, baby. I'm like, yeah. When we were raising you guys, we were trying to survive.
But I'm just sitting there thinking
Now
about
we
it.
get to be the grandparents.
If one of my kids had broken the TV, I would have lost my mind. But now hearing that, it's like, that's okay. We'll just get another one.
I know. It's because we're older and, you know,
And Ivy's just the sweetest little girl on the planet.
She is so freaking cute.
Yeah. So it's okay. And I know Kendall's losing her mind.
Kendall's probably like, okay, it's okay. Oh, I know. It's funny. The perspective changes as we get older.
Candizi42 on Instagram says so much more patience.
Yes.
I
think as you get older, you realize what's important too. I mean, after you've lived through some things, I mean, it shifts how we perceive what's important. I'm not saying that it's not important because it's important to her right now. I mean, that's a resource. It's money. I get it. But as we get older, we've gone through things, and so I think our perception shifts, is all I'm saying.
Kendall, I am losing it, but she is a sweetheart.
We understand, Kendall. We really do.
We've been there. We're on your side, but it's okay.
So I'm going to take this. I painted it white and I've dried it. I'm trying to find the right brush because I want it to be an organic, but I don't, it's small. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
Deborah S. Young, it used to be don't cry over spilled milk. Now it's TVs.
Oh, spilled milk was a lot cheaper than TVs, though.
On Facebook, Verla Cooks and McDonald calls it survival of the fittest. We survived.
We did. We survived. And I got to tell you, my youngest, when I say I survived, we both survived. He was a busy child. And now he moves like molasses. And I'm just doing just darker around the edge. And I know you guys are looking like, what the heck is she doing? But bear with me. Because it's going to be under the paper, it's not going to be as obvious as it looks right now. But it's just going to create some visual depth because the edges are going to recede. And because the center is lighter, it'll do the opposite because I can't think of the word right now.
Do we need to get you more plastic cups?
I am trying to be more
ecologically friendly.
Yes, because I found these little carafes at the thrift store, and I thought if I use these, I can just wash them rather than filling the landfill with those little plastic cups.
Okay.
Now, I'll still use the cups, like if I'm doing a workshop or if I'm like batching a bunch of videos, I'll be honest with y'all, I'll probably use the cups. But for the lives, I think I'm going to try to be more conscientious.
All right, let me see who this is. Jenna Tam, no. I'm not sure how to read this, so I'm going to say Jenna Tamarkentime. It's all one word. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Okay.
Suggests you're having a hot flash.
Oh yeah, I'm having a hot flash, girl.
Kendall, love you guys. Cassius basketball game is about to start, but she'll
Okay.
come back. We understand it. Go
Tell
take
'em I
care,
said good
Cassius.
luck.
We love you guys.
So see this, I have it, and it's just a little halo so that I can create that shadow behind my decoupage paper. I'm gonna set this aside and let it dry so that we can work on our slides. I'm like super excited about this project. Usually it takes me longer to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Brenda Farrell says on YouTube, plus his grandparents, you know you can give them back anytime.
Yes.
Although Kathy LePage on Facebook says she's raising her 3-year-old grandson, so sometimes you can't give him back.
Yeah, that's like the same.
Yeah.
Although
Weathered Wings Art can't wait to be a grandmother. Leanne Ziegel, will you still be live tomorrow night?
yes. So you guys, we are live every Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And for the month of June, we're taking a deep dive into layering and mixed media. So every week we're going to look at like one practice and we're going to like take a deep dive. So tomorrow we'll be looking at layering paint and decoupage paper. And if you are a Roycycled insider, you should have already received your email with this week's worksheet. And so in my mind, what I'm hoping will happen is that you guys can put your worksheets together and make like a little, I don't know, a little workbook. And this can be like a little mini course that we do over the course of the next month, and it's free. So hopefully you guys will come and hang out with us every Sunday at 5. If you are on Facebook and you want to be a Roycycled insider, just put hashtag insider, all one word, and you should get a message from Facebook with the link to become an insider. If you're on Instagram, the link is in my bio to become a Roycycled insider. And if you're on YouTube, you know, YouTube really needs to come up with a way to refer people. I will put the link in the description of this video after we're done, or I think that's all we can do because I can't see live comments after we come off of the live on YouTube.
Alyssa Bricker Visithin on Facebook. Grandchildren are your reward for not killing your own kids.
Seriously.
And Genta Markentime, or however that's pronounced, it's Jen Crossley.
Oh, hey Jen, how are you?
Hi Jen, thank you.
Yes. She is an incredible artist. She makes the most gorgeous things. One of these days, Jen, I'm going to sacrifice one of my cameras to make me some resin pieces to make something. I just haven't had the heart to do it yet. So I'm going to trim this. I made it a little bit too fat. Oh, I wish I could be exact. I'm going to trim this a little bit. And again, this is just a mat from the $1.25 store, you guys, that I'm using. I normally buy these because like if I'm batching videos, I don't want my paper to look like it does for you guys tonight. And so I'll try to use a mat, and these are really inexpensive and I can swap them out between videos fairly quickly. Or like when I teach at my local senior center, these are the mats that we use to protect the tables. So if you're teaching classes or something, this is a really inexpensive way to provide craft mats for your peeps. Okay. You know, when I started playing, y'all, I never know if it's really gonna work. But I think this is actually gonna work. I am so excited. I'm too excited, huh?
I'm guessing Ann Cook is a poet.
Is she a poet? She always is so eloquent when she writes.
So when she came in, she said, "Hi, hey, bit late, yet thrilled with the here and now of seeing / hearing / taking in creative, new do, pretty in pink, you."
Thank you.
And then she just said, "Our baby's always precious, but our baby's babies, no words adequate, and they can do no wrong."
That's right.
And Kathy LePage says, "What is a hashtag insider?"
Hashtag insider. If you're on Facebook, you'll get a message from Facebook with a link to sign up to be a Roycycled insider. So Roycycled insiders, I send out emails every week, various stuff, I don't know. And then once a month, I haven't been doing a good job, I generally send out like a resource of some sort, like 10 top ways to get wrinkle-free decoupage. Or if you sign up now, what you'll actually get is, um, oh my gosh, what do you call it? Like a back of a textbook with all the definitions.
Oh, glossary?
Thank you. You'll get a glossary of creative terms. Um, so I make different resources to give you guys. And so for the month of June, you'll get a resource every week that'll match the live that we're going to do the preceding Sunday. So this week, my insiders got a worksheet on layering decoupage paper and paint. And then tomorrow we'll take a deep dive and I'll demonstrate everything that we covered on the worksheet.
So Brenda Farrell on YouTube. There will be a link in the description on how to become an insider.
Yes, because on YouTube I don't have a way to automate that process. Or I don't know of a way. There probably is a way and I just don't know how to do it.
Not yet,
I'm
but
getting
eventually.
And
I'm going to guess the same thing for Instagram.
Yeah. Can I ask you to do me a huge favor? Because I'm getting an interruption in my signal. I forgot to disconnect that computer.
Which computer?
The white one.
I'm only seeing that on Instagram. I'm not seeing it on YouTube or
Facebook. Okay, so we'll leave it alone then.
And it's just for a second or so.
Yeah, I just meant to do that today, and I didn't. So we have our slides all cut. I think these came out pretty cool. What do you guys think? Yes, right? They're still going to be kind of transparent, but I want my paper to be really transparent as well. So we're going to treat it with the diamond glaze. What did I just do with the rest of my mat? I didn't even go anywhere. How do you lose something and you haven't even gone anywhere? So we're going to go over the diamond glaze over this paper. This is the junk journal decoupage paper, and it just has different elements. There's topography and scripts. And then when I made this, I was thinking like, my brain has no words today.
Oh, that's all right. It's Saturday. You're not.
Tape. You guys know what I'm talking about. And then you have these little tiny squares to do things with. The cool thing is there's little tiny bugs in here that I want to use on my slides. So we're going to cut them out.
Pamela Culpadere says under scissors.
Under scissors?
You were looking for something.
Oh, they were under the scissors. Oh no, that was a little piece of paper. Thank you. That was the note that Jill gave me. And Jill is from Ups a Daisies, you guys. She is so fun. So if you guys don't follow her page, check her out. And if you guys have not been watching all day, there have been creatives going live every hour for the most part of the day. And there is a link at the top of my Facebook post of where all of the lives are posted. What do you guys think? Some little bees there. I feel like you guys are far.
So just because you mentioned an hour, you're at 35 minutes.
What?
Yep. Scrappy's Rustic says the best you can do on YouTube is pin a link.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Thank you.
Well, yeah, that's what you do. You pin a link on your description.
I mean, I could put a link in the description. I put a link in the description. Oh. Yeah. Oh, no, that's for the group, though, not for the insiders. So that's one. I'm going to use this for all of them. And then I want to make sure I get at least one butterfly. Oh, this butterfly has a crown. It's funny. My own designs surprise me sometimes. I want 2 butterflies. So let's do it like this. So I'm cutting this, but I'm trying to be not like super disruptive because I can use all these other scraps for other projects. So I don't want to just cut through it all haphazardly.
All right, can I throw this out there and I don't want to?
Yes.
You've been trying to get me to do one of these projects for a little while.
I think you should.
So our local library is doing another small art show.
Uh-huh.
So I can pick up a canvas from them. They're 2x2s.
Okay.
You want to do, was it underpainting? What did you call it?
What, underpainting? Well, we're doing paint and decoupage.
No, no, but I mean on Sundays. You want to do, what did you call it? Where you do stuff under the paper?
Yeah, underpainting.
Underpainting. So if I pick up a canvas, not tomorrow, but next Sunday, is it possible to do an underpainting on a 2x2?
Yeah.
All right.
You're volunteering to do art? Oh my gosh, I'm rubbing off on him, you guys.
You've been asking me every week for the last 3. I figure I better. And you did make me dinner the other night.
See the 2 butterflies? How cute, right? Okay, let's find one more. I'm like running out of time. That's the only thing, the thing that stresses me out more about these mixed media challenges more than anything is the time constraint. Let's do, there's some dragonflies. This little fat butt bee right here is super cute too though, and it has a flower.
Ann Cook asks, could you please repeat what material you were cutting to create actual slide?
So, and at the Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree, in the kitchen section, these are actually, they sell them as cutting boards. And you get 2 of them in each package for $1.25. So that's what I'm using to cut this up, to make my slides, right?
On YouTube, Flea Brown says, didn't receive the download. Should I sign up again as an insider?
If you're on there, Flea, and you know what, sometimes I get, what do they call them? Like it gets kicked back for some reason. I'll double check, Felicia. And you know what, do me a favor and check your junk mail, because it would have come from Royce at Roycycled.com. So if you want to check your junk mail and make sure that it didn't go to junk, or if you have Gmail, it often will like segment your emails to like, what is it, babe? You have your regular inbox, and then you have like
promotions and then you
social.
have socials.
Yeah. So
and
it may have gone
spam.
to your promotional folder or even your spam folder.
Yeah.
But if you do a search bar in your email for Royce at Roycycled, or even
if it hits your
Roycycled,
spam though, it won't come up in the search.
mine does.
Mine doesn't.
Oh.
So I have to go to spam and then do a search and I can find it.
That's no bueno.
Yeah. Scrappy's Rustics says on YouTube you can pin in the comments. So I'm guessing you could make that the first comment.
The first
pin
comment
it,
and then pin it.
and then everybody will always automatically see that.
Okay.
So that's something we could try tomorrow.
Okay. Yes. Thank you guys so much. And this is diamond glaze, you guys. It's a dimensional adhesive. Basically, it doesn't dry completely, or it doesn't have to dry completely flat. And sometimes I use it in place of resin, like right now. Because I could do this with resin and my paper would be completely clear. I don't have a piece of resin paper to show you guys, but I actually have a tutorial on my YouTube page on using the resin paper and how it makes your paper completely clear. Not completely clear, but it looks like glass. It makes your paper transparent. Where's my misting spray bottle?
Betty Justilian Schaub, David, didn't you do a guitar or something decoupaged a while ago? It was a, I want to say it was a tray.
Yeah, you did a tray. Yeah, every now and again I torture my husband and he has to make something. I'm doing this on the slick side of this, como se dice, cutting board, is what it's supposed to be, so that I can peel these off really easy. And you guys see me misting it because I know that if I mist it with water first, it'll be even more transparent. And so I'm misting it with water, and then I'm going over the front and the back of it with the diamond glaze. And it's gonna make the paper super transparent so that my specimen slide looks like it can actually be a slide. That's my goal. We'll see what actually happens because I've never used this stuff to make a specimen slide before.
Flea Brown, my computer wouldn't dare send me spam.
I know, but sometimes when we send out, because we're sending the emails out to a lot of people, so the computer just thinks it's spam. And you know what, Flea? If you find it, just save my email in your address book, and it'll be less likely to go to spam. And if you're just signing up, what I'm going to do next week is I'll attach both worksheets so that if you didn't get yours this week, you'll get it next week, the one that I already sent out. So I'm going to set this aside. I feel like I'm like out of time. So these are just going to be my little slides. And what's going to happen is this paper is going to dry super, super transparent. And it's going to be a little stiff too. I should just put it right on my slide, huh? That's what I'm going to do. That way I don't have to fight later.
Kim Comp Rogers is watching from a very hot pool room in Michigan where the grandkids are swimming.
Nice. How's the air in Michigan?
Oh, yeah.
Are they being affected by the smoke from the fires? If I have any people from New York, just my prayers are with you right now because I can't imagine. Actually, we can't imagine because
Yeah.
we get forest fires here and we live in a valley, so we know exactly what it feels like.
Ann Cook. Yeah, David, joining in with our addiction, and we'll get to see it next week. Can't wait. Mark your calendars. New holiday.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be next week, Ann, because I already have like a schedule laid out for the month.
Oh, then I don't have to do the art show. Okay.
Well, you can still do the art show.
No.
Because next Sunday we're gonna do decoupage and transfers, and then the next one we're gonna do is stamps, and then we're gonna do.
If you've got it planned, I don't need to do it. So
I have it.
sorry,
all
Ann.
planned, and my emails are already done.
The holiday has to be moved.
We'll move. We're gonna have the holiday though. We're just gonna move it. I'm gonna go ahead and just look. I'm just using this glaze to decoupage this onto my slide rather than trying to get this off of here later.
Jesse Lanier, I have some diamond glaze, but don't know why I bought it. So you got it. Now you know what to do with it. Cool. Linda Fiorini Ahmad, thank you for my prize pack. Using some papers this week.
Cool. I know. I see there's a mug over here that I must have forgotten to take in the house last week. So if you won a mug and you didn't get it, I'm sorry. Apparently, I forgot to take it in. But Kayla will be here Monday. No,
Jackie,
we should do a giveaway tonight. Babe.
All right, Jackie Jones is watching.
Hey, Jack.
Enjoying
Jack
the
Brown.
cool night in Georgia.
Okay. So we have our specimen sheets, and we're going to let those dry. I think those came out cute. I'm not trying to show you guys and not mess it up at the same time. Okay.
Lourdes A. Tuesday was the worst day. I really want to. I got a heart that's right in the middle of. And it won't let me see the comments.
A heart? What's a heart?
On YouTube. It's just bothering me. It's right in the middle of the comments. Tuesday was the worst day. The air was actually orange today. Finally, air quality is good here in Jersey.
Oh.
Yeah, we were watching the news and saw a time lapse in New York.
How quickly.
And how the George Washington Bridge just disappeared.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I think that the octopus won. No, the moth won. The vote for the back.
Yeah, the moth kind
The
of.
moth won. Which is a nice pop of color to
Maureen
have.
Peterson says that technique is like magic.
It is like magic. I always discover, you guys know how I'm always encouraging you guys to play. It's because that's where the discovery happens, is in the play. If you're always doing what you always do, then you never learn nothing new. I mean, you can take classes too, but I don't know. I mean, I do that. I take a lot of courses, but I like it when I'm playing around and I discover something.
If you are on Instagram, you have any questions, please just post it, add a comment, and we'll read it. Let's see. Sonia Hansen, I'm fascinated with this technique. Want to learn more?
We did a live a few weeks ago. I'm gonna have, you know what? I'm blah 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 blah. I have to learn how to talk, I guess. I'm learning because in my mind, if I show you guys something once, I'm like, well, I already showed you guys that. Like, you guys don't want to see that again. But what I'm learning is that it takes a few times. And so we did a video showing different ways to like change the quality of the paper, like to make it more transparent. So I think what I'll do is maybe for the month of July, we'll do a deep dive into that. And we'll just do different ways that you can transform your paper, and we'll do different projects. Because last year around Halloween, I made a lantern. As a matter of fact, oh, I wish I could remember who it was. Somebody just made a lantern on Instagram and they tagged me in it. And she made some resin paper and made a lantern. It was super cute.
So on Facebook, we have Barbara Myrick Jacks watching from Arkansas, Peggy King from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Pamela McDowell getting ready to storm in Florida. Hope she doesn't lose you. Paula Takagi watching from Tucson. Hi, Paula.
Hey, Paula.
Let's see, Kim Comp
Hey,
Rogers. So she's in Detroit to have fun, but she can't go downtown. Taylor Swift is there.
Oh.
There's a Tiger game, and Detroit Pride is happening at the same time. Parking is up to $100.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet mother of pearl, no.
We went to Sacramento for the Iron Orchid Design Conference. Well, I went. And there was one night that we were kind of landlocked because the motel we were at was downtown. And there was a concert on a Tuesday night, y'all. These young folks go to concerts on Tuesday nights. Don went to go see Lil Wayne. It was Tuesday night. I'm like, what kind of concerts are y'all going to?
Let's see. Flea Brown, Liza Jane Designs
Hey, Liz.
said, my new favorite quote, be brave enough to suck at something new.
Yes. And that's it, like, basically what it comes down to, right? It's because we're good at the things that we do all the time, and you do.
Brenda Adams Farrell, I'm a slow learner, need repeated lessons. Kathy LePage, how long does the diamond glaze last? I have one the same size as yours that's 8 years old.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I would say open it and see. It's really good. It can be a nice alternative to resin. I love resin. I use it a lot, but like casting resin isn't stinky, but the what is the other one? You guys know the one that takes like 24 hours to cure is like really stinky, and I'm not always up for that. So if I'm making like a pendant or something, I can drop this over the top of it. And what they mean by dimensions is you'll still get that really nice dome that you get with the resin, even though it's not resin. So that's why I use it. But y'all know I like to break the rules, so I'm using it for something different now. I'm gonna trim this a little closer to where I want it before I decoupage it.
Becky Heron is watching, first time from Joplin, Missouri.
Hey Becky, welcome to the madness. And if you guys plan to join us on Sunday nights, just know there's a lot of chit chat. There's a reason why we call it chatting and crafting, because that is what we do. But I love it because it's an opportunity to hang out with you guys, to chit chat about, I don't know, we never know. My husband misbehaves on a regular basis. I never know what he's going to talk about. We never know.
Simply Flamazing Art says, try art resin. It doesn't have the smell that others have.
Nice. What is it? Art resin? So is that the brand, or is that just what it's called?
Not sure.
I know, I'm asking her.
Lourdes
So you have to
A
look out
on
for that.
YouTube says that paper is perfect for the shadow box.
Right? I want to make a whole like apothecary theme, and I have some transfers that are
And you
white.
are at 51 minutes.
I'm at 51 minutes? Okay. I have some transfers that are white, but I don't know if I have any pieces small enough to fit on here, but I am going to see. We're going to see what we find. It's the final countdown.
Jesse
Sorry,
Lanier
I
says
couldn't help
that's
it.
the brand.
Okay, so art resin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm going to look for
Simply
that.
Flamazing Art says that's the brand and what it's called,
Okay.
which is really smart marketing.
I know.
So I don't know how many of you follow Royce on her personal page, Facebook page, but she posted photos of us in high school. And I had a friend of ours say, what did he say? I married above my weight class, or
He said you're punching above your, I don't know, something.
yeah, basically I married up.
I was gonna pull that. I bet you I can pull it up. I'm just curious. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Maybe I'll save it for tomorrow.
Donna McGoy.
Oh no, look, there it is.
Donna McGoy is watching. Hi, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Love Donna.
Yes. I did not know that that was Miriam's sister until like a year ago. I think that's hilarious.
Oh, you went to school with one of her sisters?
I did. This is David in high school. Doesn't he look like he is just so mad? Oh, I'm sorry. My other people can't see it on Instagram. Sorry, guys. I can't. I wish I could use my switcher for Instagram. That would be nice.
Oh, you're just showing me, you're not showing you.
Oh, you're going to show mine too? Okay. And here is me. This is actually graduation like a week in high school. I was so skinty, and I thought I was fat the whole time. Ah, man, I cut my paper too short. Okay. You guys see I made a mistake. I cut my paper way too short. I'm not sure how I did that, but it's okay. Because I'm going to put my paper at the top, and I'll just put a strip at the bottom. How did I do that? It was you over there distracting me, baby. It's all your fault.
I still think you should put up the photos from the same year.
I think it would be inappropriate. Because let's see, if you were a senior, I was in 5th grade.
You were in 4th grade.
See? I just thought that would be inappropriate to put that up. So I did not.
Chauncey
Although,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, babe.
Chauncey Bushnell says, I love the Alumilite Quick Cast or the art resin.
Yes.
As she is mentioning while I'm typing, the Quick Cast gives you the longer work time, but a quicker curing of 4 hours instead of 24.
Oh. Aluminite has that. Is it stinky though, just like the other one? Because I use their casting resin. I love it.
You might want to go back to showing what you're doing.
Am I not? I thought I did.
Oh, okay.
It's just there's a delay.
YouTube's still showing just the
Oh, there's a bit of a delay.
the barely legal Royce.
The barely legal Royce. I was legal. I was 18 when I graduated.
That's what I'm saying, barely.
Yes.
But if you put the one up that was at the same time as I was graduating,
Yeah,
it would be the Royce that still played with Barbies.
I played with Barbies probably in middle school. These kids nowadays, they're a lot faster than we were.
Verla cooks in McDonald's, serious face. No, that's called I didn't want to be there.
And you give my sons a hard time because they never want to smile for pictures. Now, you can't give them a hard time no more.
Yeah, no photographer. Look, this is back in the day when, see, around here, they go to a photographer to do their graduation photos. So they're all posing and they're in the fields and by their cars and pretty dresses and whatever they want to do. It's all art.
I think that's a time thing, though. I don't think it's a here thing. Because I imagine, you guys tell us, where you are, do seniors go all out for their senior portraits? Because back in the day, you went to a studio if you were lucky. We didn't go to a studio.
Remember, I'm 8 years older, so
I know.
I don't know if...
That's what I'm saying. It may be a time thing, not a geographical thing, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Jesse Lanier, when I graduated high school, my husband was in kindergarten. Thank you, Jesse.
That's kind of what we're saying, though, right? Is that, so on my personal page, I put both of our high school pictures on there. If I had put your high school picture and my 4th grade picture, that would have...
It really would have been inappropriate.
It would have been inappropriate, so I didn't do that.
Shane Sellers, how did you keep the cap on at that angle?
Keep the cap on...
The graduation cap.
Oh, safety pins, girl. Safety pins, probably 50 of them. Because we had to be cute.
Mary Jane Malger, my husband and I went to high school together almost 70 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I'm still a ways from my 50th.
I
That'll,
always feel like going to our reunions is a waste of time because I see everybody at Walmart.
yeah. So,
I mean, not everybody lives here, but you know what I'm saying.
Chauncey Bushnell, it's a little creepy in the young ages, but as an adult, it's not bad.
No, but
Um,
if I would have posted a picture, I think it would have been creepy.
yeah, no, it's completely creepy at young ages. It's fine when you're an adult.
Oh,
Although
yeah.
I disagree. I think you still have to be a little older. If, because we're 8 years apart, if I started dating you when you were 21 and I was almost 30, I still think that might have been too big of a gap.
You wouldn't even understand me at 21.
I can't stand any young girl at 21. They're just a bundle of too much.
Just too much. Just
Yeah.
think, baby, I'm too much now. Imagine me at 21.
Chauncey Bushnell says, not stinky, little to no smell, especially if you're doing multi-layer project. It allows for you to do the next layer so much quicker. Saved my life on an order of custom tumblers.
Okay, I'm gonna remember that. Oh yeah, because tumble makers, they use a lot of resin. So you guys, just really quickly, I didn't tell you what I was doing because I was yapping with my husband, but I just put some paint in my bowl with a little bit of water because this is like really orange and I would like to cool that down a little bit. So I mixed some chocolate brown with, it's Wise Owl's Weather. It's called Weather Vane and it's like a gray. It's a warm gray though. And I mixed those two colors together to make this wash because I love the fact that this looks like an old crate. I just want it to look more like an old crate than it's looking right now.
Colleen's Corner, graduated in 96 in Michigan, had senior photos outdoors.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think, baby, it's not necessarily a geographical thing. I think it's an age difference thing.
Kim Comp Rogers, they do now, but I had studio portraits and the black and white were hand colored.
Oh, wow.
Sonia Hansen, my husband graduated a year before I started first grade. Shane Sellers graduated in 72. Senior portraits were taken professionally, poses in cap and gown and a drape that showed our shoulders. Simply Flamazing Art wasn't even born when my husband was born. Jean Higginbotham, husband and I are 9 years apart. And they're married 40 years.
I bet you were supposed to take portraits and you just didn't want to do it.
Flea Brown says yearbook photos and senior photos are different. Yearbook are by school paid photographers. Senior photos are a big deal.
Well, here, though, in our schools, you can submit your senior photos for your yearbook pictures.
That's fair.
As a matter of fact, you have to have them. So, like, we had to go out and get Jordan's senior portraits, like, early in the senior year so that they could be in the yearbook.
So my yearbook photo was taken by a guy set up in the gym. Sit down, look here, click, okay, you're done. Which is why that face is like that. Because I had to get dressed up and waste a morning.
In the summer, which was weird.
In the summer, before school started, to do that. And I didn't take senior photos, although the day of my graduation, a woman my cousin was dating came over and took a few photos.
Yeah. But like senior pictures are usually like you in your Letterman's jacket, you know, if you play basketball.
Yeah.
With your basketball, or if you like cars, you know, that's how we do it now. Although Jordan didn't get his done because he thought it was all just too much. So I had to drag him to get portraits done. So my baby took pictures, y'all. He has the same exact face on every single picture. It looks a lot like David's, by the way. Every single picture. Every single. I don't know how he did that. No wavering. Except there's one where he's kind of smiling because we were taking pictures and there was a squirrel kind of messing with us a little bit.
I will say he can show apathy much better than I can.
Jordan?
Jordan. Mine is an angry face.
Oh yeah, his is like a no emotion face.
Just none. Like out of body. I'm just not here.
Yes.
Yeah. 1976, Betty Justilian Schaub. We had a photographer. Guys wore suit jackets, caps and gowns. Girls wore white faux fur drape and cap and gown photos.
What do you guys think? This color looks more like an old crate, right? I think I might warm it up with just some chocolate brown too. I'll go back in and like dry brush it. I'm trying to think if I have any small, what do these say, stencils. Because it'd be nice if I could put like some numbers or something on here, like an old shipping.
You are over an hour at this point.
Okay. Oh man, I am not gonna finish while we're live, but I will finish and I will be sure and post a picture.
You know, you say that a lot.
Why you gotta call me out?
I'm calling you. I am speaking for the audience right now. I am standing up for my people.
I have to for this one though, because it's a collaboration.
Okay.
So I have to. I'm going to. And tomorrow night we're going to be making clipboards, so I'll be able to get done with all those. But I'll be demonstrating.
Is there somebody on after you?
No.
Are you the last one?
I am.
All right.
You weren't listening earlier. I had a whole conversation about that.
I will leave it up to you guys. Well, I was probably checking sound.
Oh,
I don't hear. I don't
were.
listen when I'm checking sound. I'm hearing. Does that make sense?
It does.
All right. It's up to you guys then. Do you want her to keep going and finish, or head out and you get to see the photos later?
You're going to let them vote? Are you going to stay with me if I go over?
It's up to them.
Oh.
Let's see. Lisa Fiorini Ahmad, keep going.
Hey, Lisa.
Jean Belante Art, that's okay.
She's the boss, so if she says it's okay, then it's okay.
All right. Marianne Drost or Drosty, I don't know how to pronounce that. I love the crate color. It would look great on my house. Shane Sellers,
nice
keep
gray,
going.
right?
Cheryl Boyd Van Norman, keep going. Wendy Zolchinski, I hope I pronounced that right. Keep going. Verla Cookson McDonald made clipboards years ago for a group of friends. Those are great gifts.
They are.
Especially for teachers at Christmas time.
And this time of year, I always feel like graduation, like your teachers have survived your children for the year. Say thank you.
Yeah. Jill Stalter says, keep going. Jane said yes.
I know, Jill, right? Jill has sent it to me. Thank you so much, Jill. I love this crate because it feels nice and industrial.
Dorothy Lage, at least you could get photos. My son would give me photos of his shoulder or feet for proof of life when he was in Philadelphia for college.
Oh, it's still hard to get photos. You guys, I should do like a montage of all my pictures with my boys, except for Dom. Dom will smile sometimes.
David and Chris smile.
Yes.
They don't hesitate. Tabby, maybe finish.
Well,
please.
David more
Carol
than
Kaufman.
Christopher.
Well, it depends on when you catch Christopher. Christopher
Yes.
can do the Dave Senior face that you all just saw
Yes.
if you catch him at the wrong time.
But David is always up for it. He's so sweet.
Yeah, David's.
I mean, both the boys are sweet, but you know,
Let's just be honest. Out of our four boys,
David is the sweetest.
David is the nice one,
He is.
which means he's going to snap one day. And we're going to hear about him on the news.
Oh my gosh. So you guys, my husband is so level, like all the time. And I'm crazy, you know, but he loves me apparently because he's here. So when we were dating, I would tell him, I would like poke at him sometimes because I would tell him, I need to see what you're like when you're like not happy because I don't want you to just freak out one day and just, you know, make a new pool in the backyard and I disappear. I need to know what Mad Dave looks like. I think we've been married now, or it'll be 5 years in October.
5 this October.
And I've only seen like hints of Mad Dave.
You've seen my absolute worst, which I'm embarrassed by, and I thought I was past it, but I wasn't. And I really, really, really want to work on it. It's when Dave is on a stage. And I can be I'm going to use the word, I can be a complete ass.
When did that happen?
That was at FanFest this year when you were trying
Oh,
to
when
tell
I
me
was
about
trying
the
to talk
kids.
to you. I was mad at you that day.
You should be, and I deserve everything that you could throw at me. I was an obnoxious jerk. Everything you've heard about, like obnoxious Hollywood people,
Did you
that
step
was
into your
me at that
Hollywood
moment.
persona?
I'm that way when I'm performing.
I
And
was trying to help you out.
I know, and I shouldn't have been. I just should not have been. There was no reason for that. And I cannot apologize more to anyone that witnessed that, but especially to you. And I'm even going to say it to my ex-wife, who volunteered to help in a show once, and she ran lights, I think, one night, and looked at me and said, "I'm never doing that again."
Oh.
And said, I'm not going to work with you. And she was 100% right. And I thought I was past that. I thought I had matured, and then I saw that come out this April. I want somebody to punch me when I do that.
Can I volunteer? No, I'm just kidding. I
There's
would never
no
punch you.
reason to behave in such a way.
I was mad at you that day. I forgot already about that.
No, I'm mad at me for that. And it wasn't anything big. I didn't throw a tantrum or anything. I just didn't want to be bothered.
You dismissed me. That's
Exactly.
worse.
That's what I mean. And it was inexcusable.
So you guys, I mixed this because I didn't want the inside of my box to be super dark. So I'm just mixing the white that we use with
Everybody
the gray
just stopped talking.
that I already did.
'Cause
They're like, "What are we witnessing?"
Yeah, Dave
here?
was an ass. What a jerk. Why are we watching this?
No, everybody has their
Start a
moments.
petition to get him off.
I don't know. I think some of the ladies come every Sunday because of you, not because of me.
Verla cooks and McDonald pompous. I don't think it's not.
It wasn't. You were focused on what you were doing, and you were upset about the disruption.
That's it
was.
exactly. I just cannot be distracted by anything when, and it's a performance. When you're on stage, even though I didn't memorize any lines or anything, it's a performance. It's no different than you right now. And I don't like it when things don't go right.
I know, but
And
all
I can
those
work
kids
around-
dressed up though.
I can work around some things, but some things. And it's funny, I'm not like that on my radio show. If things don't work, it's okay. If there's noise, if
I think the radio show is not you, it's yours, but I think that you have more ownership of the comic convention.
I don't know. I really thought I was past it. Fornication by design. We want the dirt. That's it.
That's the dirt.
I was just dismissive of Royce when she was trying to help me, and it was, which I would have done to anybody who tried to do that. That wasn't a you thing. That was somebody trying to talk to me while I'm on stage. And
So now I'm somebody. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, Vanessa Ward, nobody's perfect. I understand that, but I thought I was past that. I thought I had learned from that when I was younger, and obviously I didn't. So I really have to work on it.
I am like way too excited about this project, you guys. I'm gonna put a little bit more brown on my crate, and then we'll go back to the
Jesse
slides.
Lanier. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You have to deal with my crazy all the time. We're good. And I mean crazy, too.
Chauncey Bushnell, that's awesome to be able to acknowledge that and apologize, take action towards fixing things. Unfortunately, most adults are not mature enough to do that. Look, I would love to have my ego massaged right now. I'd like to think I'm fairly objective about my faults. I know where my faults lie. That one bothered me because it came out of nowhere for me.
It caught you off guard.
It really did. So
I should have dry brushed that. I should have. I'm gonna put this down before I mess it up, and then we're gonna go to the slides. Because I think I should dry brush this brown. Only now, I gotta make it just like the rest of it, like the other side. So I'm gonna do a quick coat and set this aside. We'll let this dry. It's just a little bit too cool for it to be a wood crate. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? I want to warm it up a little bit.
Did you just earnest that one?
I did. I say that all the time. Know what I mean, Vern?
Very underrated actor.
Yeah.
Look, those movies
I've never seen him in anything else, though.
The movies were stupid. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Although Ernest Goes to Jail is great. It's a great movie.
Oh my gosh!
And
he said it's a great movie, y'all. Did y'all hear that?
It's a drive-in movie, but it's a great drive-in movie. He's phenomenal in it. He plays two parts, and he plays them both great.
Well, how come Face Off when what's his name? Well, both of them had to play two roles. You said that wasn't good.
First of all, Travolta has to be in the right role with the right director.
Okay. I think he did a good job in that movie.
No, he did not. Oh. And John Woo, as much as I love John Woo in China is fantastic, or Hong Kong. John Woo in America, not so much. I'm assuming it was a language issue. And
I like that movie. I thought it was
Nicolas
good.
Cage just eating the scenery. It's a great bad movie.
It's a great bad movie.
It's not a good movie, but it's a great bad movie. Ernest Goes to Jail is a good movie. It's legitimately good, and he's great in it. Another one, people look past this. Watch him in the Beverly Hillbillies movie. He is fantastic in that. He was a great actor. He just stayed with what was paying the bills.
Yeah.
Which was Vern.
I was going to say, or did he get
Ernest.
typecast? Because, I mean, we don't know if he went for other roles and just didn't get them. That's like the one guy we were watching this morning. What's his name? From The Good Place?
Jill Stalter. Now I have to apologize to my mom for being a horrible child when I used to show horses. Anytime I have to set up ups-a-daisies at shows. Sorry, Mom.
You know what? Because I can be a little much. Like when we have Pinterest or something and David is helping, he prepares himself. He says I get a little snappy.
You do, and I'll offer a suggestion. You say no, and I try to push it, and then you say no, and I generally say okay.
Well, sometimes, because I have a very specific vision.
I understand.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to set my box aside now. I think it's good. I'm going to probably go back in later and do some things just to add some nuance. I may even just sand it back a little bit, but I think this is all we're going to be able to do in the time that we have together. So I'm going to put that aside, and our slides are basically done because they're dry. Should I leave the metal silver? What do you guys think?
Lisa Fiorini Ahmad loves the Ernest movies. Shane Sellers loves Face Off.
You're not supposed to take his side, Lisa.
Face Off is a bad movie. It's a fun bad movie because two actors are just going insane. But it's a fun bad movie. But it's bad.
I thought they did a good job playing their alters.
And Regina Holloway Mills, Ernest was a great actor. He really legitimately was. The guy did Shakespeare. And by all accounts was great in Shakespearean roles, but Ernest paid the bills. So don't sleep on him. I wish I could remember his name. It's driving me nuts right now.
It's not Ernest? I'm just kidding. Oh, man, I should have sent you those better.
Jim Varney was his name. And he was, Jesse Lanier, he was smart, yes.
Wait, I mean, as a person, I'm sure he is.
He really was. He was.
I'm not even disputing that part. I'm just disputing the whole Ernest Goes to Jail was a good movie.
No, the other Ernest movies are not great. Ernest Goes to Camp, the first one, wasn't as silly as the others, but it wasn't good. The others get sillier, which is great for kids.
Yes, it's kind of like Adam Sandler movies. The boys liked them all, but I wouldn't say that they were good movies.
But Ernest Goes to Jail it's a shockingly good movie within the crazy Ernest world.
Yes.
Of, all right, there's things happening that shouldn't happen, and it's silly and stupid, but Varney's really, really good. He's really good as the bad guy.
You guys see how clear I was able to get that paper using the diamond glaze? Like it's there, it's just as see-through as the backing is. I will be honest with you. I wish I would have taken into account the frame, um, because I probably would have made different trimming choices. Because I lose a lot of my butterfly to the frame here and there. And then I may have gone with just one dragonfly in the middle as opposed to making room for the two because they both get lost in the frame. But I still think it's cool, and I can add these to my apothecary. And then even my bottles, I'm going to see. I think I might have a butterfly over here.
Over on YouTube, we have Vanessa Ward joining. She says we might remember her as Vanessa San Antonio. Flea Brown says we all react under stressful situations. My poor husband sets up my booths at market, and I've learned to walk away and keep my snippy mouth shut. Flea, are you going to be in Las Vegas? I'm trying to set up dinner for us if we go. So
I don't know because Flea just started doing markets.
Okay, so Trisha's going to be there.
Yeah, Trisha's going to market.
And Desiree said she's going. And they're both going to Vegas. So I said, all right, if we go, then we have to all meet for dinner.
Oh, yeah, we have to all go to dinner, huh?
Yeah.
I am looking for something to put on my bottles really quickly. Oops.
Betty Justilian Schaub, I have to apologize to my husband all the time. Almost 46 years together, he just stays quiet. You can love a bad movie. Because everybody's like, I like Face Off. You can love a bad movie. It's just a bad movie. It's okay. I love bad movies.
Yes, he does love bad movies. We literally watch bad movies on purpose.
Jill Stalter, love those Kodachrome film frames. Yes, good
Yes.
pull.
I wonder though, I might paint them black. What do you guys think? Should I leave them silver or should I paint them black?
Flea says no Vegas this year, maybe next year.
Should I just put like a little fern on my bottle? I think ferns would be good. That'll pull in the fern on the back. This is why I keep all of my little pieces, even my transfers, because you never know when you're going to have a project. And even the smallest piece will work.
Betty Justilian Schaub says black.
Yeah, I think the black will make them pop a little bit more, huh?
Mary Brewer Mitchell says, hi, been some time.
Hi, Mary. I'm looking for one of my sticks, but I can't find one.
Verla Cooks and McDonald says black too.
I'm still not going to finish even with the extra time. Why?
Well,
I always overcomplicate my projects. I don't know why I do that.
It's like me with food. You pick out more than you can eat.
I know. I should take you out to dinner tonight. You've been so nice.
What's that?
So I should take you out to dinner tonight. You've been so nice. You gave up your Saturday.
Oh, no.
Or a piece of your
I'll
Saturday.
make a sandwich. I haven't gotten tired of them yet.
My poor husband. I just want a little something on my bottles. I wish I had like some topography to put on them, but I don't think I have anything that's going to be that small. Ooh, look, I can even use the bottom, and I'm just going to turn it upside down.
So if any shop owners are going to market in Las Vegas at the end of July,
Yeah,
we might be going just to kind of check it out.
Yes, we're not going to be at market. We just want to go because I would like to go in January, but I want to go first and see what's what and make a decision about whether or not we're going to go. But the same weekend, the Rural Policy Forum is here.
No, isn't it? I thought market
It's the
started.
following weekend, huh?
Market started the 30th or 31st.
Yeah, but it's like 5 days.
Yeah, but we don't have to go for all 5 days.
So you want to come back from market and then go Globe for 3 days?
No, because Globe, I'd just do an up and back. Let's do like the Saturday.
We'll talk about it.
All right.
So I'm going to fill my little, I still have to train my paper too, but I will fill this up, you guys, and I will post a picture I'm going to dry brush this and add a little bit more texture to my crates. I am super excited about having this as a shadow box though. And I think I'm done for now though. I feel like we've done a lot. I mean, we've been here a long time. And
So
so,
can you show what the shadow box will look like from the top camera?
oh,
You know what I
like
mean? So no, from
from this one?
yeah, because that way you can put in what you want and it won't fall out. Does that make sense?
Yes. Well, I don't even have all my stuff I'm going to put in because I got to
Oh,
go
okay.
around. And so,
I thought you were just doing the bottles.
no, my shadow boxes generally have vintage stuff in them.
Gotcha.
Oh, I got to incorporate this too.
Ann
My
Cook
ribbon.
says, what about just one letter or portion of letter on the bottle?
Oh, that's a good idea because I have my stencil, I mean my transfers, and I have white transfers on there. That's a really good idea. That's what I'm going to do. I forgot about these.
Dorothy Lage, maybe use the barnwood stamp on the inside walls for texture.
Ooh, Dorothy, that's a good idea if I can do it. These are really cool too. I'm going to add these somewhere.
So I started to say if anybody's going to market in Vegas at the end
Yeah.
of July,
Oh yeah, we could meet for
you know,
lunch.
let us know. And if we're going, we'll just do a meetup. I think that'd be fun.
I think it would be really fun. I think Mara's generally goes, Mara LaFave
Yeah.
from Vintage.
And I'll be honest, I'd rather
Retail
go to
Therapy.
market than go to the Rural Policy Forum.
Okay.
As much as I love that, it's an Arizona thing where rural communities get together and share ideas and stuff. It's really, really good. But let's face it, I want you to be rich. So I'd rather do market first
Why do you want me to be rich, babe?
because I need a sugar mama.
Oh, I thought these were going to be sticky. Am I messing this up, Jill? If it's not, I'm going to glue this onto my bottle. I like this because it looks like a typewriter key.
Ann Cook loves the barnwood stamp idea.
I do too. I just don't know if I can get it in there. I'm going to think about it.
Would it have been more useful to deconstruct the box, do all the painting and
Oh,
decoupaging,
Lord.
then put it together?
I could decoupage some paper and then put it in there with the barnwood stamp. We'll see what happens. Decoupage is the answer to everything. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being a dork. But I think I like these letters on the bottles though. And so I'm going to walk around my shop and find some stuff to put into my shadow box as well. So I'll put the bottles in here and I will find a way. I want to kind of hang these. I don't want them to just be somewhere. I want to hang them in here to get my slides in there, and then I'll probably find some other weird stuff here in my shop to put in here as well.
Ooh, that was like a wipe.
A what?
It was very 1980s. It was like Nickelodeon when you came out of the circle into the full
Oh, into the
full
thing.
frame. It just kind of moved out, and it was like, "Hey, kids, what is it? You don't say I don't know. You get slimed."
Oh.
I was too old for it, so I didn't know the show.
The boys watched it. Jordan, I mean not Jordan, but Dom.
Yeah.
And so everything is too wet. I don't want to do anything so I'm gonna mess it up.
Ann says barnwood stamp on sheer paper may work perfectly.
You think so, Anne? I'm gonna try it. Oh yeah, like if I shear the paper out first. That's a good idea.
Betty Justilian Schaub, punch holes in metal letters.
And then
Use
hang it
small.
on there.
Use small jute, Jute.
Yes.
Tie them on bottles.
And then hang them off like little tags. I love that idea.
On YouTube, Annabelle Carmona is new. Hi.
Hi,
Sorry you're
Annabelle.
coming in right at the end, but catch us tomorrow night at 5
Yeah.
o'clock Pacific time.
So I'm punching holes. I'm taking you guys' idea. I do like the barnwood stamp idea too. I'm gonna test that. If I stamp it and heat set it, and then if I like mist it with the water before I decoupage it, it should be pretty transparent. We're gonna see what happens. But I hope you guys will join us tomorrow night. I'll be live here on my page at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll be working on some clipboards. But we're going to be focusing more on processes than projects. And so we're going to be talking about layering, paint, and decoupage and all the different ways you can do that. If you are a Roycycled Insider, you should have already received your worksheet for tomorrow's live. If you're not a Roycycled Insider yet, if you're on Facebook, you can put hashtag insiders and you'll get a message. If you are on Instagram, check out the link in my bio. And for YouTube, I will put a link, I'll pin a link at the top of my comments as soon as I hop off to the link for when you guys can sign up. That way, you guys will get the email next week, and I'll put both worksheets in that email so that you'll have it. And I do have my paper mache course that's live right now. I'm super excited. I've already started recording for it.
Well, you can sign up for it live.
Yeah, it's not live like actually happening because it's going to be a live course. It's going to be a combination of live and pre-recorded videos, but it starts on June 29th. But it's live if you want to sign up for that. And I don't have a link prepared for that, but you'll probably get it in your email.
Yeah. Let's see. Last one's Flea Brown bought 2 clipboards for 25 cents each. That's why they make such great gifts.
They really do. I love buying the thrift. I found a really cool one at the thrift store. Look, I'm like getting random string off of my...
Mary Hackert Barber is new to watching. Mary, you have to use the hashtag insiders. So use the tic-tac-toe sign and then put insiders, and it will automatically come up for you. Betty Justilian Schaub. I learned paper mache in the 5th grade. We did a cat.
I know. So, I know that we all did paper mache when we were younger, but there is a huge opportunity for you to make really beautiful artwork with paper mache. And I'm going to show you guys a bunch of mounts because that's what I like making. Before I became the Roycycled that you guys know today, I used to build faux mounts and mail them all over the world. It's insane to say that out loud. But people bought my paper mache deer heads and I sent them everywhere. And so when I build the pieces, I mean, there's really an opportunity to create 3-dimensional artwork that you can put in your home. And I'm showing you guys all deer mounts because this is what I did. But I'm actually building some different things for you guys right now so you guys can kind of see what the opportunities are. And if you have a shop and you're doing workshops, paper mache can be a really good way for you guys to produce things for your students to use that are like unique to you and your shop, not necessarily something that they can just order anywhere, right? And so in the years that I shipped those deer head structures all over the place, I had to find ways to shorten the drying time, to make my build time shorter, to do the combination of shorten my build time and still make them strong enough to ship. Because I ship to China, I ship to Australia, to the UK, I mean, everywhere. And so I'm going to teach you guys all those tips and tricks on how to do things. And I cannot teach you all things paper mache because it is a huge art and there's a lot to it. But we're going to take, I said 2 approaches initially, but now that I've started building out the curriculum, it's going to be 3 distinct approaches to decoupage, to paper mache that we're going to take. And even if you've never built a scope before, you're going to be able to build one after you take my class. Like, you guys know how I teach. I want everybody to be creative. I think that my heart is, I really do believe if my mom had the resources that I would be like an artist. Like, I think I would have gotten formal training if my mom had the resources to do that. And so I really want art to be accessible to everyone. And so I like teaching in a way that makes it accessible and that people can take what I teach and they can do it right away. And so this course won't be any different. So I'm excited. I have like 11 mics over here.
You do have a lot, yeah. So do Dorothy Lage, Royce, I like you in the pink and with your hair down. Very flattering.
Thank you. I know I haven't worn it down for a while. Honestly, you guys, after I had COVID twice, my hair got so thin, and so I cut it pretty short, and so I just always had it tied up, and it's barely like getting back to normal. And it's been almost a year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did cut it.
I did. I cut a lot of it because it was ridiculous.
Simply Flamazing art. My sister loves paper mache. She made mariachi men for a Day of the Dead party that was awesome.
Yeah.
Dorothy Lage says paper mache Santos doll.
Yes, Dorothy. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what, because once you know how to do it, and once I shift your perception of how to make the pieces, you'll be able to do it. I just know you will. So I'm super excited. But I think that's all we have. We'll be back tomorrow.
How do
so we
you
can
sign
hang
up
out
for the
some more
class?
tomorrow. You can go to roycycledacademy.com to sign up for the class.
You sent that to me. Hold on, I can put it in the comments.
Oh, thank you,
I
babe.
just have to find it. I know you sent it to me.
Oh, yeah, last week, huh?
Let's see.
It is fun. You know, I'm tactile. I think that's why I enjoy the paper mache because, you know, I don't know. It's a touchy-feely art form.
All right. No, paste. I don't want to type. I want to
I
paste.
told my husband I want to go somewhere now because my hair is cute. I actually put makeup on today. I think we should go eat somewhere.
You want to what?
No, I'm going to leave you alone and let
It's
you
not
focus.
pasting. It's bugging me, man. Hold on. We don't want to sign off yet because I want to.
I'm going to put the link
Copy.
in there. Thank you, Flea. Yes, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be fun. And I've learned new tricks since the last time I decoupaged clipboards too. So it'll be even easier. Right, Jane? I think dinner.
Yay! There we go. There's the link. All right. Let me put it.
Oh, okay. You posted the link.
Yeah,
Thank
let
you,
me
babe.
put it in the YouTubes, but I have to.
The YouTubes. I have to find me a little piece of jute so I
Oh,
can
that's
hang my
Roycycled
little
Treasures. I need
letter
Roy's.
on my.
There you are. So I have to find that.
Thank you for my box, Jane.
Okay.
You probably did not think it was
Jane or
going to
Jill?
be. I mean, Jill. She probably didn't think it was going to be like end up being some apothecary-ish weirdness, but
So I posted
that's how I
it
roll.
on the Instagrams and there you go. It's on the YouTubes. All right, so there you go, guys. Sure, you should go eat somewhere. Tucson overnight dinner, Dorothy says.
Oh my goodness, Dorothy.
You did. You know what? You don't have to. You don't. I owe you because you let me go to Portillo's in Tucson the last time we were there, which was last week.
I know. But I look so cute. We're going to go in the house and that's it.
Pardon?
I look so cute right now.
You do look very cute. We can go out. There ain't but like 3 places to go in Safford, but
I
we
know.
can go.
I know. It's Saturday, though, not Sunday. Oh, man, I tied that wrong. Anyways, we're going to let you guys go. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Again, I have, if you're on Facebook, there's a link. Actually, if you're anywhere, there's a link at the top of the post. And if you guys click that link, you can go and watch all the other creatives who've been creating all day. And we all got surprise boxes, so we didn't know what we were going to make. So if you guys want to be inspired, go check it out. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we will see you guys tomorrow night.